know about what? Yeah. St. Louis get you in a bad mood. You know, that's what it is. Oh yeah, good morning. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I was I do a lot of stuff with sports and everything. Baseball is my guy, my game. And I know about the history of the Cardinals, and I was talking about some shit, about the DeWitts. Okay. See, I know what they're doing. They pimping the Cardinals. They pimping the fans. But the fans are dumb. Okay. Cardinal Nation. Okay. You're being played. Okay. The game was over when they didn't sign Pujols. The went said, "Hey, winning is over." Y'all didn't know that. I knew it, but they played you. They said Albert Pujols turned his back on St. Louis. No, they turned their back on him because he's the guy that was responsible for winning those World Series, especially that one, the last one. The 3 home runs and all that, what he did. Look at his numbers while he was here. He should have never been allowed to leave St. Louis. When he did, the Rooster said, "Hey, I'm out of here." They know that because he knew they weren't wanting to win anymore. So he went to Chicago. Just because he loves the manager. But yeah, I heard that shit, and then whoever it was, wrong. Hey, the wits are like this. We got you over the barrel. You're gonna do what we want you to do. I'm talking to Cardinal Nation. We're not spending no money. You know that. So I was looking at some shit, about the Cardinals, and by the way, no playoffs. I can't see playoffs or anything like that for at least the next 20 years. And the Wits have to sell the team. We'll see. And so I'm looking at, the latest, and then I look at this, Yachty, Molina. The Cardinals decide, we're going to, Lonnie, we got a job for you. Not a manager job. No, you're not going to manage. Pujols, there's something that went down with Albert Pujols as far as a manager positions or something with the Cardinals. Because, when he came back with the shit, and he had that great year, his final year, as he came back, he went to the Angels, came back. Great year. But there was something as far as the manager position or something like that, because he wants to manage, And the Cardinals, there's something, hey, it's a racist organization. Now, it is. It's a MAGA organization. Okay? I mean, we can talk about the way they treat Oliver Marmon. The words that he hear all the time. I know what I'm talking about. This is the most racist state in the United States. It's Missouri. So as far as sports, that's why you ran all the sports. It's dead here. Racism will destroy everything, and that's what it's done. It's turned St. Louis into a depressive minor league town with nothing. There's nothing. And now you got the Cardinals. But that's all we got. And they're not going to win. Because the Wits have said, hey, God damn it, y'all come down here and give us $3 million and we'll think about not selling it to somebody else from out of town, because that's what they're actually saying. You know, the wits got you over the barrel. Okay, they know you love your baseball, and you will accept mediocre baseball now. Cardinal Nation, I'm talking to you. Okay, you will accept whatever they tell you to accept. The wits. Okay, so they bring Molina back. Shit, for what? He's gonna work with the catchers. What? He's a better manager than Oliver Marmon. I'll take him over Ali any day. Pujols too. I take him over. Take Pujols over the guy we got. This guy can't manage. And by the way, there is no talent. The Cardinals don't have no talent. Right? I'm hearing about this garbage. You know, they got 5 in the 100 prospects. You got 5 players. How about major league players? I'll give you the answer to that. 0. Cardinals have no player in the top 100 in the majors. That tells you about the talent. Now you got this Plant came in. You know his name is Shane Bloom from Boston. First thing he does, he sends just the best players here. You know, and it wasn't a lot. You know, Contreras was one of them, though. Then, you know, with the Sonny Gray, I don't like Gray, so, you know, I think he's going to fail. And I didn't like it when they got him here. So, but as far as, you know, the Cardinals, hell, they're not going to do nothing. And they just said, you know, excuse me, and when they got Molina back here, shit, Yachty, before it's all over, he's gonna be walking on out of here. I don't think they're gonna give him. They're not gonna let him get that manager job. There's a racism that that operation. I'm sorry. You know, I had some medical stuff. So, but that operation with the wits. Okay? There's no winning, no playoffs. It's not going to happen anymore. They're not spending no money. And as we can see, you know, the Mets, they spent, you know, hey, everybody's improving. In this division, well, you got the Reds and the Cubs, you know, and by the way, the Cubs now, you would grade them at a B plus, C minus for Cardinals. They don't have no talent. Like I just said, you know, no Cardinals in the 100, top 100. Okay, so you don't have pitching. I'm talking about the Cardinals. Pitching's horrible. Okay, starting pitching. You know, no ace, nothing like. You lost your closer. He's gone. You don't have a closer. All the great Cardinal teams had closers. I can name them. This Suter, Isringhausen, Hinkie, Lee Smith. You know, it goes on and on. You know, and there's more. But there's none now. So it's going to say, hey, we don't care about none of that shit. Y'all stabbed us in the back. I'm talking about the wits. They say the Cardinal Nation stabbed them in the back by not showing up. Despite how mediocre that damn team is and was. No OPS ratings, no ISO ratings, nothing. No power, nothing. Now, so, you know, that's why I came back. I'll be back on a lot sports stuff. But, you know, that kind of pissed me off when I had that comment saying, I'm wrong, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about the Cardinals, you know, and that racist organization. That's what it is. So we're going to say what we're going to say here. And for anybody else that wants to challenge me for the Cardinals or the state of Missouri or how horribly racist this state and city is, challenge me and you'll lose. Because I know everything. I know the history. I know it all. You can't challenge me on nothing. You know, so, you know, as we just about close here, for all you Cardinal Nation and all you fans, go down there and get pimped. Buy the popcorn, buy the beer, you know, the big ass, you know, that beer. Damn. What is it? They're going $10 for a beer coming up. Y'all gonna keep on drinking and shit, and they not gonna give you no production. No, there's no talent there. They trying to get rid of Brendan Donovan. They trying to get rid of him. Just gotten rid of, you know, they let R.L.L go. Oh, by the way, Goldsmith and R.L.L, that was a failure. You know, nothing, no World Series, not even a World Series appearance. Okay, with those two. That was supposed to be a big deal. We were supposed to win this and that, didn't win nothing. Okay? So now, get ready for your subpar, mediocre season in St. Louis. Baseball season for the St. Louis Cardinals. They won't make the playoffs, and it's going to be a whole lot of garbage. Okay? And, you know, you got this J.J. Weatherholt or whatever, you know, he's supposed to be your top guy. Okay. All right, so, you know, we'll close, you know, but don't ever challenge me on that, on the Cardinals, you know, and we're going to talk about the Cardinals because they don't want to win, and I'm going to be on their ass. I'm one that's going to be on them. Because I know what they're doing, and I don't like it. Because I used to be, you know, I used to go down there with Whitey Ball and with Tony, you see what I'm saying? Because he wanted to win. And Whitey wanted to win too. This guy's a shield. Ollie. He's a, you know, he's a company boy. Does what he's told. And now you got, what's his name? Shane Bloom or whatever that guy is from Boston. Okay? But he ain't, he's not here. He's not here to help the Cardinals. There's something going on with him. Now, it smells. Okay? So, we'll be back. But don't challenge me on the racism in Missouri and St. Louis, and don't challenge me on the St. Louis Cardinals and what they're doing and what, you know, this and that. Don't ever do that. This is real life live. And I'm the guy that you don't want to, you know, talk about when you're talking that bullshit about how great St. Louis is and how great the state of Missouri is and how great the organization of the St. Louis Cardinals is. That's not here. Don't talk that shit here.